Hi, I'm Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. This is Pallas II. The launch went pretty well. The launch went pretty better than it was. I took out some of the supposedly clever launch throttling stuff, and that just made everything better. So that's fine. And now what I'm going to do is so I'm now in orbit of the moon, and I've set up a maneuver node, which I can actually. No, I'll keep it for a minute. So I got myself into a pretty good orbit. Hopefully not actually intersecting any mountains. Now that I look at this, a bit lower than I thought it was. Slightly more acceptable than I thought it was. But it doesn't look like I'm going to smash into anything. So that's alright. Right, so I'm just going to. I've got set an alarm for that kind of fate. It's not a real maneuver node. Not going to be doing it. I'm not going to actually be maneuvering. Well, I'm going to be maneuvering. I'm not going to be using maneuver nodes. And I'm going to see if I can, in fact, land the way I thought I could land. I have put in a flight computer, so I know what my actual distance from the ground is, which is good. And I know. Well, that's pretty much it. I've also put some lights on. I'll put some lights on down there, so that should help with the landing. So as I start to descend, I'll put the lights on. That should give me a bit of an idea of whether or not I'm in fact going to plummet to my doom. Yeah, because I'm quite low, it's going to take a while for me to warp there. So I'm going to just be hoping I can, in fact, land properly. I mean, I think I would have been alright had I understood where the terrain started, because the terrain can be thousands of meters. Well, it can be up to 10,000 meters technically above sea level. So when the ship mode, when I'm here and it's saying, because the altitude is actually saying 5,000 as opposed to this 8,000. So originally I was basically taking this as whether or not I was going to smash into the planet, and that wasn't the case at all. And so I smashed into the planet. Well, moon. Big rock. I experienced lithobraking. Right, so I'm not going to be using chaos for the minute. Yeah, the launch was reasonably uninteresting. Except when I tried to, I got my moon. I had the same thing where my moon burn did not, in fact, my moon burn did not, in fact, get me a transfer orbit, and which was really weird, because out of like a nearly 200-second burn, it was 2 seconds off, which I don't quite understand. It might be the fact because it's a really long burn. You start quite a long way, and so you are distorting you're distorting your everything, quite frankly. Right, so I'm now going to use up the last of the fuel in this stage. I think I've just done exactly the wrong thing. How aggravating. One of these days I will... One of these days I'll get it right. Never mind. Arg! I'm just trying to adjust this so I'll be more or less on the horizon. See all the junk coming up. So I can see my speed there. My horizontal speed, which is busy coming down. Not quite as busy as I would like. So I've got still a fair amount of altitude. Come on. Alright, there we go. Now I'll just set that to retrograde. I'll turn my lights on, which they actually already were on. There you go. Now the question is, when do I start to kill my speed? I have a lot of fuel left, so it probably doesn't matter that much. Right, suicide burn distance. So that's the thing I wanted the flight computer for. So that's saying that when that hits 0, I should just go full on. But I'll go slightly over that. I won't wait till exactly 0. We'll see how this goes. What's my horizontal speed? That's not too much. So theoretically, when that gets to where I'm too scared and I have to go, as it were, I should just be able to hit full thrust and come to a gentle stop. So let's see what actually happens. And my horizontal speed, no, my horizontal speed is in nanometers a second, so that's fine. I'm actually going up now. Hell. The lights didn't really seem to do anything. Didn't see a thing. Landing on the surface is probably not very clever. At night is not very clever. I just immediately assumed that I should right, this. I'm going up again. I am, which I don't want. So I'm now going down again, which is what I want. So I'm just waiting for the suicide burn to go down to a respectable level. Wait, now I'm going to wait for my vertical speed to go to 0. Or it's very close to it. I'll point it this way. Oh hell. Right, let's point up. I landed. I think I've landed. It's dark. Okay. That was not brilliant. In fact, I'm still sliding. Can I push myself up? Oh, I didn't extend the bloody gear. Heaven's sake, what is wrong with me? Well, we're on the surface. But the problem is, although I can maybe... I should have got... I think I got the cheap lights, not the expensive lights. I probably should have got the expensive lights. Let's turn off the gears. I can turn a bit, but I can't right myself. Now we're going to... No, it's not working. So I could, in theory, just decouple the rover, but I'm not sure whether that would actually be what I want, because I'm still sliding. Turn off that. Let's bring up chaos again. Let's try lock steering to up. So it's and we're going to try and see if raising these legs helps it at all. The answer would appear to be no. Okay, we're not running out of monotone just yet. What we're going to do is unlock the steering for the moment. I wonder if I might want to wait until daytime and I can see what's actually happening. I can turn it around like this. See, what I'm worried about is if I did detach the lander, if it just ends up, you know, on its face. Is it going to be able to is it going to be able to right itself with the RCS it's got? Wow, we are right on the night side. So probably, well, yeah. So we're going to have to do a full orbit, well, half an orbit, before I see the day again, which is a bit irritating on a number of levels, in fact. Oh, this is annoying. Right, let's turn the lights off, they're not helping at all. Oh, hang on, did the panel survive? Well, that one did anyway. One of the panels survived. I'm going to turn that off. Turn that off. All I can really do is wait until daytime now for this particular lander. It's completely run out of charge. Landing on the night side, not smart. Should have landed on the day side. The theory was that I'd be able to see Kerbin. Yeah, see, there's Kerbin. Right, we now have electric charge. Okay. I just don't have enough RCS to well, in that case, the only thing to do is to see whether or not decoupling it helps. So we will control from here. And hopefully... Oh no... Yes! Alright! Okay. Wasn't the cleanest of landings, but it worked. Alright, so we now have a rover on the moon. Oy. So what I can do... I can rename and change it into a rover. So what I can theoretically do now is grab, certain types of data, certainly the reusable stuff, and send that back home. I appear to have no science according to this. One of the panels got broken last. You have failed me. That's Mr. Goo. So I'm not going to do anything with Mr. Goo until I get the Athena station, because then the Athena station can hopefully deal with things. Now, I obviously need to think about where I'm going to land the Athena station, because clearly this is a bad place because it's all very lumpy. That's the thing I'm going to have to think about. Oh well. What have we got? There's the barometer. You can log the pressure data? No. Can't even say, no, there is no pressure data here. Don't be silly. So let's log the temperature. Let's see what this does to my electric charge. Seeing as I'm in the day now. There we go. That worked. Seismic. So that's getting me some science. There you go. And if I can somehow get up to 300 science, then that'll be brilliant. Now, one way I could possibly do that, as the game suddenly freezes, and I desperately hope it's not crashing, it's crashed. Oh well. Oh no, it hasn't crashed. He was just not responding for a bit, and right. So what I can maybe do, in order to get some science, now which way's forward? Turn off the RTS. Nowhere is forward because I've got the brakes on. Let's go to chase mode. This way is forward. I can now rove about. I have to be cautious because it's very lumpy and I don't want to fall off things. Because I currently only have the one. What? I don't seem to be getting any control over my vehicle. Which way is forwards? Alright, that's forwards. But is the steering inverted? Hang on. Now it's crashed. Oh well, never mind. I don't know what's going on there. So now I can rove around and I can grab science and stuff like that. That wasn't the best of landings, but any landing you can roll away from is a good one. Anyway, I need to start the game up again. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Like, subscribe. Join us at nearlyenoughdice.com. And until the game starts running again, reach for the stars.